Okay.
But
Monaco Corner. Is that what we're calling
all
it?
right.
Monaco. What's a catchier? Monaco Corner.
Okay.
Monaco.
I have a shtick about this.
Okay.
Don't ruin my shtick.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to Monaco Corner. How do I explain
Action.
this? Welcome to Monaco Corner. This is where I give you the weekly update on my Monaco journey. What's
Do I have to look
Monaco?
serious? What's Monaco?
What's Monaco? Monaco. Backstory. Monaco is this AI CRM / go-to-market platform I signed up for. And every week I want to give the skinny on how it's going, what I'm figuring out, what's working, what's not working, document this whole dang thing. Because I guess AI tools are cool, but let's see if they actually work. So I had my kickoff this week, and there was an onboarding call, and then they went away and did some work, and then the kickoff was actually yesterday. So starting just to share what this process is and kind of, again, document it. The onboarding was very, simple, straightforward. They're like, give us all this stuff. So you kind of have to have your shit together in the first place before you really kick things off. Like this works. It seems to work best if you already have all this stuff ready for them. So, I don't think it's for brand new, just launched yesterday founders, but like, they're like, all right, give us your stuff. We want to see your pitch decks, your product overview, your one-pagers, your sequences, some messaging templates you're using. Give us a CSV of all your opportunities so we know kind of what your pipeline looks like now and what is working, what's not working, that kind of thing. And so you give them all of that. You basically log into their platform through your email account, so it like hooks up all the emails and has it all getting tied together. And then you have the onboarding call where you go through basically all this information and share with them your personas, your ICP, all that, so they understand what's going on. And like, genuine shout out to the team. They're great. Shira's my gal. She's awesome. She's been fishing for a video shout out. So here you go, Shira. There's your shit. We'll see if your campaigns actually work, but for now, you're in my good books. And after you give them all this information, they kind of go away. They hook up the accounts, they write some emails, and they kind of put it all in. So that's what she did. She worked with some of their ops team on getting all the accounts loaded, which I'll show in a second. And then she wrote the first batch of emails. So that the positive thing I'll say there off the bat is, like, I really liked the kind of methodology here, them getting to understand my customers, which I feel they did. I really like the details in the emails they crafted and the variables they're pulling in. Like, she went really deep on getting the sub verticals and pulling in some custom information, incorporating that into the email so it's not super generic, which is good. What's kind of tricky is, again, for anyone who's like looking at this, the whole email infrastructure is still challenging. It's like not magically solved with any AI tool right now. Like, I'm an email psychopath, so I'm super familiar with how to warm up inboxes and set up the DNS settings and monitor my spam. And if you're a founder and you don't really know jack shit about any of that, like warming up inboxes and your DNS records and how many to have per domain and all that stuff, like, this is still going to be a learning curve. Like, they just kind of assumed that I had that in a way. They're like, oh, are your inboxes set up? Have they been warmed? Do you have DMARC set up on them? And I'm like, well, yeah, I do, because I'm a psychopath, but like, the average founder does not, I don't think, even understand half of that. So
even like many marketing or like many digital marketing specialists, unless you're an email marketing specialist, you might be a bit unfamiliar with some of that stuff.
Exactly. So I think there's a steeper learning curve for some people, but I already had that stuff pretty much good to go. So that was all right. That didn't hold up the kickoff or anything like that. And I think it's that piece that I'm still the most skeptical about in this process, but looking forward to be proven wrong, where, I only have 5 inboxes sending like 20, 30 emails a day through this system. So, that's not a lot of volume compared to traditional outbound. And I was trying to pull in I was going back and like just pulling the benchmarks for typical cold email campaigns. And like when you write it all out, it's just the nature of the beast, where it's like if your open rate is 40%, if your reply rate's like 2 to 5, and maybe about half of those are positive replies that want to talk to you, then maybe half of those actually book, 80% of those show up, and you close 20% of them. Like at the end of that funnel, to get 1 close, you need 5 calls. To get 5 calls, you need 8 book calls. To get 8 book calls, you need 27 positive replies. All the way down to you need to send about 3,300 emails to get 1 close. And with this system, right now, the system only sending 100 emails a day and working 20 work days in the month is only going to be sending 2,000 emails. Mm-hmm. So this is the big number I'm waiting to be proven wrong on. I'm like, can 2,000 generate a close? Hopefully more than that, because it's got to pay for itself, and I'm not like super excited about just 1 close. So, we'll see. That's why we're doing this weekly.
And so is email their only channel?
Plus LinkedIn. So one of my accounts has it hooked up to my LinkedIn account, and it is connecting with people and engaging there.
Okay.
But that's only one of them. So that's only 20 to 30 of the people in these sequences are getting that a day, not 100.
Got it.
Because I also don't want to risk anything on LinkedIn. I generally...
Yeah, it's kind of your professional face, right? Out of any of the platforms.
Yeah. I'm also like... LinkedIn's... I don't know. I trust things that have worked on me before. LinkedIn, like the whole connection request, you accept it, they immediately try and sell you something. Like, Jesus, nothing pisses me off more. Do I really want to be doing that myself? Jury's out on that. But right now, I am giving myself over to Monaco. I am saying, I want everything to be on autopilot. I want you to write the campaigns. I want you to set up this TAM. I'm going to shut my mouth for once in my goddamn life and not micromanage this. And you prove to me that this is going to work, because this sheet still makes me nervous, but I will reserve judgment and, wait till we have a little data under our belt here.
Just Jesus, take the wheel.
Shira, take the wheel. Now, what it looks like, so this is Monaco. And it's funny because I came in here and I'm like, oh, look, I've got replies. And she agreed to my call and proposal next week. Wow, things are lighting up.
Right
Turns
on.
out it pulls in all my warming emails too. So these are all fake. These are all just mail reach and truly inbox emails. They're not actually real. But I'm looking forward to the day that a real one pops in.
That a new
here.
one pops, yeah.
I have only been live for 7 hours so far. So.
Okay, yeah. So we will reserve the right to cast a decision for another week.
Another week.
Another 2 weeks.
We're doing this week by week.
Okay,
so you got your typical CRM stuff going on in here. The inbox has nothing in it because... what is this? Hey, Devin, did I just get an email from you, or someone robbed your name? Is this a real thing? I have to go and see if... Oh, no, this is probably another...
John Wade, beeline.com.
Yeah. This might be another of my warming things. Got to check that out. But anyway, quick tour through the platform. The demand tab is kind of where they have these sequences set up. So you go through and you look at kind of all the contacts that are in each of the sequences, kind of where they are. Now, I think so far the best thing has been their account mapping. Like, they did a really good job setting this up in the beginning with my relevant ICP accounts, which generally when I've worked with agencies, it takes so long for the agencies to like get a good list and find the relevant ones that match what I told them. But here, when I skimmed it the first time, I'm like, yep, these all look good. This would be a great company to talk to. This would be a great company to talk to. So I feel like they did listen, they did understand, and they did match all the like the criteria of headcount, geo, software category, funding rounds, all that kind of stuff. So
Understood the assignment, as the kids say.
They understood the assignment.
That would be my wife is cooking.
Okay. Great for a podcast.
As the kids once said, Dad, how come that thing beeps when Mom cooks?
From the mouths of babes. But yeah, okay, so they understood the assignment on the accounts. It is cool if it's pulling in those top signals where it's like, you know, it's somehow found that their SEO traffic's in decline. They're hiring for like GEO, AIO roles.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I guess, right?
The only thing that I would will remain to be seen on this is that it's not that many. Like when I check off how many my total accounts are, it's like 5,500 accounts in my TAM, which is low if you consider the full universe of software companies that would match my criteria. But, you know, it's only pulling in ones where it found like verified contacts, and like there were certain things that like narrowed it down quite a bit, which is fine for now because I'm just starting. But over time, like this is going to have to expand. Anyway, so I'm excited. It's kicked off. We will hold our breath and see what happens. Now, the last thing on this that I want to do. So I had a brilliant idea. Because I am healthily skeptical of the volume bit that we talked about. My plan is I'm going to hire a lead gen agency as well, a more traditional, like full white glove. They do all of this. They similarly map your TAM, set up all the email infrastructure, do all the outbounding, and I'm going to pit them against Monaco. I'm going to go robots versus humans. I'm going to go AI versus traditional agency and see who wins. We're going to call this now this is where I need your, what are we going to call this? I want it to be like Game of Thrones vibes. Like,
AI versus humans. All I can think of is that movie Aliens versus Cowboys. Great movie.
Aliens versus Cowboys is good. I like a good pun though. If it's not Game of Thrones, I want like Game of Phones Outbound Edition, or I want like the Hunger Reps, or So You Think You Can Close. Some of those, you know.
Outbound Nation. Oh gosh.
Outbound Nation, the biggest closer.
Biggest closer.
Speaking of wives interrupting podcast.
You know what? It's my fault because the time got shifted 2 hours.
Anyway, so the biggest closer, not the
biggest closer. I like
closer.
that. Yeah.
In one corner, next gen AI platform Monaco. In the other corner, lead gen agency.
So long as they don't cross-contaminate, they might start polluting each other's pipeline. Though that's the only risk you might run.
I am fine with that. You can give them, and I have with Monaco as well. Like you give them suppression lists, like your current pipeline customers, people you don't want them contacting or whatever. So those people, I won't piss off. And then I think marketers sort of I don't know. They overthink that sometimes. You're not that important. They didn't notice you in the first place, or they've forgotten about you, or whatever. Like
unless you made Yeah, unless it was like so off-putting, like you've poisoned the well somehow. But like, yeah, I guess it's not really. It's the word. Mostly, what people do is just ignore. So if it's ignored, then another shout out. Doesn't probably
Yeah.
doesn't really negatively affect your reputation.
And the agency that I'm probably going to go with is the exact opposite of this, where like their entire philosophy is hit your full TAM every 45 days. And I can see both sides of it, where it's like, the argument being only 3% of your TAM is in market at any given time. So it's a numbers game. I mean, we'll see, but game on. I'm rooting for both of them. But
Yeah.
we shall find out. So you think you can close? No. Biggest closer?
Biggest closer? So you think you can close?
To be continued. All right. Peace.